All right, we're live. So we got off to a pretty good start yesterday. Did about half the problems in the warm-up 1 section on Coding Bat. I don't know if I'm gonna finish the rest of warm-up 1 tonight. Probably not. I'm gonna probably try to keep it to a little bit of a shorter stream, but I want to at least get a few problems in tonight. Trying to do at least a few problems Monday through Friday night every week. Might even do some on the weekends, we'll see, but at least Monday through Thursday. I mean, yeah. Okay, so the first problem we have tonight: given a string, return true if the string starts with hi and false otherwise. If string substring one equals hi, return true, return false. Oh wait, I put the wrong index. I know that there's like a case situation for if the string is empty or if it's less than 2 digits. So I don't understand why it's not working for this one. Like it seems like if there's a space after hi and then there's another word, then it's not coming out right. If string length equal or is less than 2, return false. All right, that helped get rid of some of the edge cases. Now, why is it not working for the other two? See what their solution is. First test of string is not at least length, so substring below does not go past the end. If string length, okay, I got that right. Pull out the string of the first 2 chars, string if first two equals. Okay, so that's what you have to do. So it's string first two equals string substring 0 2. If first two equals I, return true. Okay. So I guess if you're trying to figure out if like a string equals another string, you have to put dot equals instead of the two equal signs. Forgot that part. Okay. Given two temperatures, return true if one is less than 0 and the other is greater than 100. If temp 1 is less than 0 and temp 2 is greater than 100, return true. Else if temp 1 is greater than 100 and temp 2 is less than 0, return true. Else return false. Nice. See if that's how they did it. If temp 1 is less than 0 and temp 2 is greater than 100, or oh, I didn't know you could do it like that. It's good to know. I'm gonna set it up like that then. Or return true, else return false. You have to put another parentheses. There we go. Okay, given two int values, return true if either of them is in the range of 10 to 20 inclusive. Okay, so I think it's gonna be similar to the last one, kind of. If put another parentheses, if A is greater than 9 and A is less than 21, or B is greater than 9 and B is less than 21. Close that parentheses. Return true. Else return false. Nice. Let's see how they did it. Return I guess that's a shorter way of doing it, but I don't really like doing it like that, because I think the way I did it is like a little bit clearer for someone to read, but it makes sense. So you just do return that. Okay. Okay. We'll say that a number is teen if it is in the range of 13 to 19 inclusive, given 3 int values. Return true if one or more of them are teen. Okay. So I think this is similar to the last one. So we'll just do return A is greater than 12 and A is less than 20, or I'm gonna just copy this. And then change these letters here. Nice. They did greater than or equal to 13. So it's pretty much the same thing I did. Bro, you want a job in my country? What kind of job do you want? Doesn't my country hire a lot of people? I'm assuming you're from India. Hire a lot of people from India for remote work. I mean, I know that like if you're a top performer, like really good with AI or machine learning or whatever, they'll actually bring you here to work on projects and stuff like that. But if you're just like a regular web developer or back end guy or anything like that, and you're not like a top performer, it's probably going to be remote work usually. Okay, we'll say that a number is teen if it is in the range of 13 to 19 inclusive. Given two int values, return true if one or the other is teen but not both. Let's see here. I'm trying to think what would be the best way to do this. If A, what am I doing? If A is greater than 13 and A is less than, oh wait, no, greater than 12 and A is less than 20, and B is greater than 12 and B is less than 20, return false. Else if return true, else return false. Okay, let's see how they did it. Boolean 18 equals A is green. So they're initializing booleans for each of them. Return that's another way to do it. I don't like that way. Hey, what's up, Prashant? Yeah, I like the way I did it, but kind of want to get into a different mentality of other ways to do these things too. Boolean 18 equals A is greater than or equal to 13 and A is less than or equal to 19. Boolean B-teen equals B is greater than or equal to 13 and B is less than or equal to 19. Return return 18 and not B-teen, or not 18 and B-teen. Alright. Given a string, if the string del appears starting at index 1, return a string where that del has been deleted. Otherwise, return the string unchanged. Okay, I'm gonna do string del equals, wait, string indexed string equals string substring 1 to 4. If string substring 1 to 4 equals indexed string return then we're gonna do string front equals string substring 0 1 string end equals string substring or I just do that or okay equals that return front plus end else return string. Let's see if that works. All right, I guess there's some edge cases I didn't think about. Let's see here. Oh wait, what am I doing? Equals del. See if that works. All right, well that helped something out. If string length is equals 4 and if string length is greater than 3 actually. No, greater than 4. Given a string, if the string del appears at starting at index 1, return a string where that del has been deleted. Otherwise, else if string length is equals 3, Um, oh, if string length equals 4, return front, else return string. See if that does it. Java is still used with large enterprise businesses typically. A lot of large companies in America still use Java for their back end. Like, I think they use it in banking a lot of the times. And they're working with APIs. A lot of times they use Java. Depends on what you're interested in, what you're going for. But yeah, they definitely still use Java a lot in America, at least. Okay. So, I don't know, man. What did I do wrong? All right, let's see what their solution is. If string length is greater than or equal to 4 and string substring 1 to 4 equals del, return string substring plus string substring 4. Otherwise, return string. Yeah, it's pretty much what I did. What if I just put del here instead? Those banks still haven't been able to transfer their code to another language yet. Java and Kotlin are likewise similar. I'm not too familiar with Kotlin. I'm not sure about that. Isn't Kotlin used for a lot of like mobile apps? Hey, what's up, man? What's up, Bebos? Bebo. Alright, if string length is greater than or equal to 4 and string substring equals del, return substring. I want to know what's wrong with this. I'm gonna try something. Index string. Okay. So you don't want to call those variables before you figure out if those variables can even exist. That makes sense. Are you in working professional? Java will take 2 to 3 months. Don't use AI. It reduces your problem finding, debugging skill. Try to look for 5 to 7 minutes yourself first. He isn't using AI, bro. Yeah, I'm not really using AI to solve the problem. I was just trying to use the AI to figure out what I was doing wrong. Because there was something that I was doing that wasn't correct for certain edge cases. I don't think that using AI to figure that part out is a problem, as long as you try the problem for a little bit first. But no, currently I'm not working in coding. I'm working in sales, but I want to get a coding job. But I did take a boot camp that lasted like 9 months. And the boot camp, we primarily focused on learning Java for most of it, which is why I'm kind of focused on Java right now. But I kind of took a break because I was pretty burnt out from the boot camp. So now I'm kind of like trying to brush back up on my skills and trying to do some katas to prepare for technical interviews, because I do not feel ready for any technical interviews right now. Okay, return true if the given string begins with mix, except the M can be anything, so pix 9x all count. That's kind of weird. Do some system design. I have a few projects in my portfolio. They're not really system design, but it's not really something I'm interested right now like in terms of working on a portfolio project. I mean, maybe down the line I'll probably do something like that, but I kind of want to do some other projects for my portfolio right now. I mean, right now, like I said, I'm just focused on doing these types of problems until I'm super comfortable with this kind of thing. And then once I'm done doing this stuff, I'm going to start working on more portfolio projects again. Okay, let's see here. So, let's see. If string length is greater than or equal to 3, and string, substring, 1 to 3 equals x return true. Else return false. There we go. See how they did it. If string length is less than 3, return false. String 2, string substring 1 to 3. If 2 equals x, return true, else return false. Kind of like the way I did it better. Wonder how many more I have. All right. Given a string, return a string made of the first 2 chars if present. However, include first char only if it is O, and include the second only if it is Z. So Ozymandias yields OZ. Let's see here. If string is greater than or equal to 2, string length greater than or equal to 2, I kind of forget how to use charat. I've been using substring. What if I put an if statement within an if statement? If wait, let me do this. If it's less than 2,